really hearing this from as being 6 chord, and even some of this motion, when you move to there, realize that's what the 3 sounds like. And realize that's how you get down to that 2 chord, to 1, to 4 dominant. And all this motion, 1 dominant to 4 dominant, remember, it's just like a blues. That's parallel motion, right? All right, let's talk about How Deep is the Ocean. It's a great tune, and I went down the rabbit hole again. I forgot about this Dianna Krall version. It's really cool. It's with Russell Malone. And the reason I like it, they do it in a different key, but they add some cool chord subs that I think we should go over. So we're going to be in A flat major, 6 chord F minor. So what's cool about this is I think this tune, in my opinion, does a lot of minor motion, meaning it goes from A flat major to A flat minor, 6 chord of B specifically. And Dianna Krall is going to do some of that, especially towards the end. So let's start it. You're going to start on 6. And she actually starts with this cool intro, which is cool. She does 6, 4, 6, 4, what she's going to come back to at the end, but in the parallel minor key, A flat minor. So let's try this. 6, 7, 3, 6. And you're going to go tritone 7, 3. This is what shows you what the 3 sounds like, 3 minor sounds like. They walk down from the C minor down, so flat 3, 2, 5, 1. Usually dominant, and then dominant 4. So to me, that's all, when you play 1 dominant and dominant 4, just like a blues, you can really hint at 1 minor, right? So that to me, that's what people call minor 1, but I like to call that either 6, 2, or 3. That's what I mean by NoMinor1. So, this should sound like a difference between that major sound and that minor, which in this case, we're going to treat as a 6 chord later. So that's all this parallel motion. That's what I'm always ranting about. So, your ears should hear that as minor 1, but there's deeper layers to it, is my opinion. So we get there. Da, 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 do, ba, 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 do. And usually you would do, so see how you play a minor 3rd, but they usually play E, and then back to the 6. But what they do is they play 1 dominant, 4, 4 dominant. They play B, E, B flat, E flat, A flat minor, G, C, which is really hip. So they do B minor, E flat, E7, B flat, E flat. So that 2, 5 to minor, parallel again. So that's what I mean by this parallel motion. You're back. And we're going to go to the 3, down to 5. I think normally you would do, 2, 5 to the 2. What they do they kind of do that, but on the very end, she does, they do, let's see where we're at. Second time. That's usually what you would play. But what they do is from the walk down 2, 5 to the, instead of 1, they do, which is really hip. You'll hear that on the way out. So let's start from the top again. Let's say this is the head out. C minor. Down 2, 5, first ending. They do those 2 5s, which is really hip. To the 3. Now instead of doing 1, they do these series of walk downs to the 2. Ba ba do. basically, let's take it from 2, 5, where you would go to 1. They do E flat, down, D, down, C. So 2 5s down to the 2. And then 4 dominant, flat 7, 1, 3 dominant, 6, 2, sharp 11, 2, 5, 1. And at the very end, when they do this, 2, baby, da da do, da 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 do. So, ba de ba do be. Oh, sorry. Let's go slow. So let's do from second inning. So let's say we did first already. Now instead of going to 1, do the 2 5s. Ba 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 do be, be ba da, be de ba do be, da ba ba do. Instead of going to A flat major like you normally would, they do be, 1 3 6 2 2 5, E major, A major, E flat 7, A flat minor. So what is that motion? That's all parallel minor motion. It goes to A flat minor, 6th chord of B. So you get from, we're in A flat major, F minor, go to the C minor, 3 chord, down to 5, 2 5 2 5, all the way to 2, flat 7, 1 3 6, 2 5, flat 6 major, E major, flat 2 major, just like Ladybird in a sense, E flat 5, A flat minor, 6th chord of B, 6 7 1 4. So she does that same intro she did earlier, the same kind of sound, which is really, so this tune's really cool because it's kind of showing you how to play in this parallel motion, right? That's what I'm always ranting about. So this tune's really cool. These chord changes are hip. Check out the recording. And I think it's it's definitely a good standard to know. So this one's in a different key, but learning these in different key centers is nice. So really hearing this from as being 6th chord, and even some of this motion, when you move to there, realize that's what the 3 sounds like, and realize that's how you get down to that 2 chord, to 1, to 4 dominant, and all this motion, 1 dominant to 4 dominant. Remember, it's just like a blues. That's parallel motion, right? Specifically, and what does she treat it as? 6th chord of E. And that's what a lot of this is. When you do this, I'm obsessed with this parallel motion idea because it really demystifies where all these chord qualities are going. So hopefully this helps. How deep is the ocean? No matter what. Oh, check out the ebook. Go to the websites. Prove it.